the revolution is not over until the transitional government is in place under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi. We can't even say the revolution is over. Even when Princess of Pahlavi comes to Iran, we still can't say the revolution is over. Only when we could officially declare that the transitional government is in place under the leader inside Iran under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi, that's when we can say that the revolution phase is over and the transitional phase has now begun.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
until then, I guess Iran is not truly free. And you said about how completely retarded the Basijis are, or whatever. They're just hiding out in were they hiding out in open or something?
I don't know exactly. I know they were in a bunker. I know they had a meeting of the most important people in the same place, which makes it very easy for them to be. I mean, it was an obvious target.
I think more than having retarded officials or stuff in your government or military, I think the most retarded thing they have is their allies. Like I actually Putin and Xi Jinping, they didn't even do shit. They just did not. The, and
Well,
more
I wouldn't say they're retarded. Actually, they're smart for not doing shit because they're actually smart because they're not gonna defend a sinking ship. Why would they defend a sinking ship? They have evaluated that this is a lost cause, and we already knew that they're not the Islamic Republic. Even if they were in a sinking ship, the Islamic Republic is not worth going to war with the United States over the Islamic Republic. Why the fuck would they do that? Like that's actually smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
Yeah.
what's even more stupid? If even it's like they're a sinking ship. You know who's even more supposed to stay away from this whole war? The biggest partner I would say actually of Iran, even more than Russia and China, is kind of the one who has the least ability to help them. We call it Bikharistan in India, which is Pakistan's nickname because they're beggars, and Bikar means beggar. So I just had to poke fun at Pakistan for a while.
Yeah. Once Iran is free, we're going to make Iran a base of operations against all Islamic governments and movements in the region. Not our government, but the Iranian people, like activists like me and others. We're going to turn Iran into a base of operation for spreading secularism all around the region. And Afghanistan and Pakistan are going to be our number one and two targets.
Yeah. Anyway, I would just say that I actually have a theory that the Islamic Republic would not have started, I would say, in the first place in Iran had the moment Muhammad, you know who Muhammad Ali Jinnah is, right? The moment he
No,
tried to
no.
start his, he's the first prime minister and the founder of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Before him,
Oh, okay.
Pakistan and
Oh,
Bangladesh weren't even
yes,
supposed
yes,
to be
yes.
countries. It was just supposed to be
Yeah, yeah, I
India.
know.
Had Shah Muhammad Reza Pahlavi just given a tight slap, I would say, to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the moment he even wanted to start his own nation, then I believe that it would have been way better for not having this new republic to have started in Iran in the
Well,
first
it's
place. I
not
think,
it's not the business of our government in Iran to try to mess and get themselves involved in the governments of their neighboring countries, right? Unless they ask for help like Oman did, and Oman was defended by Mohammad Reza Shah against a communist takeover. But when I say like, but it's the job of our citizens, like we the people need to help. We could basically get involved across the borders, helping the secular activists across the borders in Afghanistan and Pakistan. But I think our governments should basically not get involved, respect the border integrity and the sovereignty of other nations. This is more of a civilian responsibility rather than a government responsibility. I think Mohammad Reza Shah did the right thing, not getting himself involved in meddling in the government of other countries.
yeah, but I would still
Yeah.
believe that Pakistan and its establishment had something to do with at least weakening enough or something that caused the or even if the Islamic Republic in Iran could have started even without it, I think it would have been much more harder for them to have done that if Pakistan did not exist. So, but anyway, that's not even my main question. I just wanted to talk
All
about
right.
that a little bit.
Get to your question fast because I want to get to the other people on the list as well. So, what's your question?
Okay, so this is more of a kind of historical and cultural than kind of current political questions. So now that when Iran officially gets free, would you guys like was ancient Persian culture, which I hopefully believe will come back to Iran, was it more into like the individualism of the Greeks or kind of like an Indian sort of collectivist culture, or was it in between? I just want to know. And what will you guys be having, collectivism or individualism in the new free Iran in your
All right, so
culture?
ancient Persian culture didn't go anywhere. It's still there among the Iranian people. It's just it doesn't exist in our government. Well, in the ruling and the rulers inside Iran, it doesn't exist among the Islamic Republic. But the Iranian people never forgot their culture, and Muhammad Reza Shah did a really good job in investing into also making sure that the Iranian people remembered their culture while they were alive. And this is the reason why Iranian people are so different from the other people in the region, is because they are completely in touch with their roots, right? And also, like, I don't think there is a contradiction between individualism and collectivism. I used to think that individualism was good and collectivism was bad, but you need both. You need a collective identity when you do teamwork, when groups of people are need to work with each other, they need to feel like they belong to the same thing. Both of them need to be. There's ways to do individual identity correctly. There are ways to do extreme individual identity, as in, like, you don't care about other people, you don't see yourself, you don't see notice the bond that you have with your people in your community. So individual identity could be done in extreme ways as well, but individual identity is important. People need to look after themselves, look at, like, to think about what benefits them individually. But collective identity is also very important because individuals need to work with each other towards same goals. And the best way to do that is for you to have a sense of bonding with the rest of the people in your team. And that's why collective identities are important. And in my opinion, the most productive and the collective identity with the highest amount of utility is a national identity. I think national identities are the best way for bonding people with each other and giving them a sense of patriotism. So we could have both of them. And yeah, Persian culture, I wouldn't say Persian culture, I want to say Iranian culture, because we have a collective, the Iranian culture is not just Persian culture. We have Kurdish culture, we even have Arab culture. So it's a mix of cultures of Iranian people. And I think that the modern version of the Iranian cultures is even an improvement compared to what we had before. I think the Iranian people constantly improve and become better. Like, we're not just going to rely on our ancient cultures and values. We also look at what's working all around the world. We're not going to just because we're proud of our ancient heritage, it doesn't mean that we're not going to borrow and learn from what's working around the world as well. We're going to have a mix of our own roots, but also all the practices and methods and ideas that has worked around the world. Like, for example, the Western European Enlightenment values have proven to be some of the best methods in governing and how to do politics, how to do culture. So we're not just going to insist only on relying on our past. We're going to value it, but we're also going to look at all around the world and see what's working for other people and adapt them as well.
Yeah, because I would say that if you don't have nationalism, then what's the point on being a separate country? If you're just going to be America the second, then what's the point of being a
You don't
different
have
country
to.
from
You don't
America?
unnecessarily. You don't have to worry about the Iranian people not having nationalism. That's the least thing you need to worry